We got 5 red lights on here in the sail. It's lights out, and we're racing for our final sprint of the season here in Qatar. Perfect launch off the line there for Oscar Piastri. You can see Lando Norris trying to go around the outside of George Russell. Yuki Tsunoda has got past Lando Norris there, and he's early in 4th. Norris hangs on to 3rd. Max Verstappen is fighting with Fernando Alonso. Alonso got a bit wide, and Verstappen is surely going to get past Tsunoda easily. Tsunoda yields, and lets Verstappen through to take 4th place. But it's Oscar Piastri who's got the start done nicely, out in front on the first lap of 19 here at Qatar. It's in the lead from Russell, then Norris, and then comes the 2 Red Bulls of Verstappen and Tsunoda, the top 5. Then comes Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin in 6th. Then it's Kimi Antonelli in 7th, and behind them comes the Racing Bulls, no, Williams of Carlos Sainz. Then comes the Racing Bulls of Isaac Hadjar, and the other Williams of Alex Albon completing the top 10. But Piastri is away and leading on the first lap of 19 in our final sprint of the 2025 Formula 1 season. But Lando Norris will be hoping to keep Verstappen at bay and put pressure on his teammate and George Russell in front before we get to the end of the 19 laps of the sprint here in Qatar, as ending the first lap, Piastri leads. Let's see the start then from Lando Norris. It was a good start. He tried to go round the outside, almost contact with George Russell. Round the outside Norris tried to go, and he almost got overtaken by Yuki Tsunoda. And this was the start on board with Max Verstappen, who is still fighting hard to win his 5th world title in a row. As you can see, he immediately breezes past Yuki Tsunoda. Now this is Charles Leclerc trying to go around the outside, and then off the track goes the Ferrari, and down to 13th goes the Monegasque driver, and you can see him picking up a lot of gravel there going into turn 6. You can see Verstappen is in DRS range of his title rival Lando Norris ahead. It's getting close into turn 1. Verstappen thinks about a move, but he doesn't have the pace to get through on Lando Norris for the time being. So Verstappen went for a move, but he can't quite find a way through on this man, on the man he's fighting for the title.
0.8.
It's really flat. It's like really flat.
Girls.
Verstappen is having radio issues. Oh, Carlos Sainz with a bit of damage there, losing out on him, and that could ruin more of his pace for the remainder of this sprint. He might hold on to the point, but he's going to lose a heap of time. Charles Leclerc is trying hardest here. Oh, he had another moment there, did Charles Leclerc. This could give Liam Lawson an opportunity into turn 6, and there goes Liam Lawson round the outside. Off the track goes Liam Lawson. He's got ahead of Charles Leclerc, but he will surely be told to give that position back to Leclerc immediately. He tried round the outside of 6. It did not pay off. Surely Charles Leclerc is going to get back ahead of Liam Lawson, and does though. Down the inside, Charles Leclerc back up to 13th. Lawson was going to have to try again. Now this is what we saw from Charles Leclerc, that moment at turn 4 and 5, and then on board of Esteban Ocon's point of view, you can see that Liam Lawson tried to go round the outside of the Ferrari. Off the track goes Lawson. I think he'll get away with that because he thinks Leclerc forced him off there. It is getting very, very close as oh, someone goes off into the background there. That looks to be Fernando Alonso, who clipped the gravel, and that's going to open an opportunity for Kimi Antonelli. Down the inside goes Kimi Antonelli's Mercedes, and he's got himself up to 6th, and he can now set the chase after the Red Bull of Yuki Tsunoda in a battle for 5th. And wide goes Alonso there, coming out of the final corner, clipping up gravel, and that is what allowed Antonelli the opportunity to not only gain, but get past Alonso with ease. This is on board of Yuki Tsunoda. That's why he's got a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits going into turn 10, and that is going to ruin Tsunoda's position. There has been no stopping Piastri tonight. He has waited since Sandbourg to return to the top, and he's about to do just that. in spectacular style. He won the sprint in 2023, he won the sprint in 2024, and he's going to win the sprint again in 2025. Oscar Piastri wins the Qatar sprint and continues to change his chances of winning the title going into the final two Grand Prix of the season. George Russell finishes second, Lando Norris a crucial third for him, ahead of Max Verstappen in fourth. Kimi Antonelli will finish fifth after Yuki Tsunoda's penalty. Fernando Alonso will finish in seventh, and this man we're on board with, Carlos Sainz, will take the final point for Williams. What an enthralling sprint, but it ends with Piastri victorious and a crucial sprint win that keeps him into this championship battle.
Okay, that's the checkered flag. Very nicely done, Oscar.
Yep, nicely done, everyone. Yeah, car was good. Just keep it going.
This is Kimi Antonelli. He also got a 5-second time penalty, which means Yuki Tsunoda will retake that fifth place. Antonelli will hold on to sixth after that penalty. Oscar Piastri doing what he needed most as he bags the sprint win in the final sprint of the season, and he can now go into Grand Prix qualifying and the final two Grand Prix to put pressure on his teammate for the championship. It is far from over until we get to the end of the season in Abu Dhabi. It's Lando still leading the championship, with Oscar now being the hunter.